Alright, welcome back to Pokemon Go. Right now, I'm doing something to try to power level myself. I popped a lucky egg and I'm basically trying to do as many evolutions as I possibly can while the lucky egg is up. I've just piled up catching so many kind of like low tier Pokemon because, you know, when you're wandering around, you occasionally get something that you really care about that's good, but usually you're just catching, well, at least in LA, Zubats, Pidgeys, Rattatas, that sort of thing. And so I decided I'm finally actually gonna try evolving them and seeing how much I can level up in a short period of time. So when I started this just a couple minutes ago, I was level 19 at about 5,000 out of 25,000 experience, so I've done a few evolutions so far. It's brought me up about 6,000 points or so, and I'm just going to keep doing it. We'll see how far I can get. Had a Mankey just show up for me. I may as well try catching it because it's like one of the ones that I'm going to try evolving. Just to get some experience. And I don't know how much experience you actually get when you evolve something that you already had. But in any case, I know you get some. So there we go, Mankey, give me a little bit extra candy. There we go, a little bit extra experience and stuff. Not bad. So now let me show you at least what I've done so far. I just evolved a Ponyta. I got this Rapidash right here, over 1,000, not too bad. The Ponyta was 715, somewhere in that ballpark, so I got the experience from new Pokemon, the evolve, all that good stuff. Scrolling down a little bit, I evolved another Snake, got the Arbok from that. That's my highest Arbok so far. Also evolved a Paris into the Parasect down there, 715. Evolved the Cubone into the Marowak down there, so I've just been going pretty hard on the evolutions here. Just evolved my first Rattata. I had already caught Eradicate before, but it was like a 50 or something silly. And I don't really care too much how full the bar is on these, simply because, like, these are probably not going to be my gym killers, right? Like, I'm just evolving it for the sake of getting experience and getting new Pokemon. I'm probably not going to try to use these to dominate gyms. So I figure it's not a bad approach, right? So we get the new experience there. I wish I could evolve that Eevee because that would make for a really, really nice Flareon. But what are we at right now? Let me see. We are at 16 out of 25, so not quite there. Dratini that I got, obviously we're pretty far, and I'm using my Dratini candies to power up my Dragonite rather than doing evolves. I will eventually evolve it just so I get the Dragonair. But now, we should probably scroll down a little bit and see if we can do any more. I should probably do some like Pidgey mass evolutions right now. I got 4 Pidgeys that I stocked up on simply because I have 52 Pidgey candies, so it's enough for 4 evolutions. So I'm just going to evolve these 4 and get some experience out of it because it seems like a pretty good plan. So let's evolve you. And Pidgeys are purely like a method for you to get experience because no one really goes and actually uses Pidgeys to stomp gyms. You kind of just Pidgey to Pidgey. Anyway, so there we go. We got a Pidgeotto. That didn't make any sense. You Pidgey to Pidgey. You just afraid you Pidgey for experience. So I'm going to do this like several more times. We'll see where we land. To keep that number in mind, I was at like 11,500, somewhere in that ballpark. And our final Pidgey evolution complete. Alright, there's still more that I can do, but I'm just going to check the progress of my experience after this so that we can see how well it works. So that's not bad, right? Between that and catching the Mankey, we're up another 4,000-ish experience. And obviously, keep in mind, like, I have evolved Pidgeys before, so I don't get that experience of, like, a first-time Pokemon discovery. But that said, like, not bad. Right? It's pretty easy to grind Pidgeys. Also, obviously, I'm not up in the level 20s where you need like hundreds of thousands of experience to rank up, so it doesn't make as big of a difference then, but still, well, what can you do, man? You can only do what you can do. I can do another Mankey evolve here. I have 89 Mankey candy, and it's only a 50 there, so why don't we go ahead and do that? Not a bad idea. We'll see where you land. I think my highest Primeape so far is only somewhere in like the 300 something range. So hopefully this will at least outclass it. And again, not that I'm going to really use it on any gyms, but have it just to have or something. All right, come on, where are you going to land? Show me the money, you prize fighter. That's not bad. 691. It's actually higher than I figured. And then boom, we got a Meowth I can do here. Why not? Let's evolve you. Now I know some people might be saying, wait. Why don't you save your candies and just use them to power up your existing like highest ranked one of these? Because I have a Persian that was already like a 700-ish. So why don't you just power that one up? So the reason for that is because I actually want to conserve my Stardust for the ones, and that's not even the highest anymore at all. I caught one in the wild that was actually greater than that evolve. Oh well. Basically, I have my Arcanine here who's max. Like I can't power him up anymore. And then I have my Dragonite here, who I can power up more, but I need more Dratini candies. I just don't have it. There's actually a location nearby where I could farm Dratinis, supposedly. Like, there's just a bunch of them. Might go there at some point. But in any case, I want to save my Stardust to mostly focus on these guys so I can keep them, like, super high up even as I level. So I don't have to worry about going and catching more of the Growlithe and I don't know, Dratinis, hoping that one will be super high. I can just keep maintaining these as I level up. So that's the idea. Right? It's like I'm gonna dedicate my Stardust to like the top dog gym killers. No pun intended. Arcanine's a dog, but anyway, I'm gonna dedicate my Stardust to them so I can keep them sort of in tip-top shape, because those have some of the highest max CPs of any Pokemon in the game. Dragonite's actually the highest so far, other than any of the legendaries which are yet to be publicly available. And Arcanine's also like pretty high up there. So I kind of just want to focus on them, and then use candies on other sort of lower tier dudes just to evolve and get that experience. So that's sort of the plan that I had going into things. Sandshrew is another one that's just all over the place here. So I have 103 Sandshrew candy. I could even evolve 2 of them if I wanted to, but I'll go ahead and evolve you real quick. Want to make sure to focus on this before I, run out of my lucky egg, because I am filming this, clock is ticking at the same time. I think I've evolved a Sandslash before. Yeah, I've evolved a Sandslash before, but I've also caught one wild. It's not going to give me the experience for a new Pokemon, but at least, we got it. We got the evolution experience, so not bad there. And I just have a lot of stuff that I can actually evolve right now, I think. I'm just going to keep scrolling. Sadly, though, we're still a ways off here. 79 out of 400. Maybe I'll just run into a wild Gyarados before I even have the chance to evolve it. Hey, here we go. Here's a brand new one. I haven't actually gotten Poliwhirl before, and we got enough to do it. Or is there an I can't remember if there's an intermediate tier or if that's the final form, but in any case, let's just give it the evolve. I know it's not high up on the bar, but again, I don't think this dude's gonna be a gym killer. Oh yeah, you're the Poly, what's the middle one called? What's the middle one called? I'm completely forgetting, but yeah, there is a higher stage one, but sweet, we got a new Pokedex registration thing, which is pretty awesome. Oh, you are Poliwhirl. Okay, but then you do have one, Poliwrath. That's the highest one. That's the highest one, now I remember. It seems to me that aside from like the impending legendaries, sort of the ones with the highest max CP that you want to run with your gyms are like Arcanine, Dragonite, Snorlax, the starters, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, and then like the Eevee evolves, Vaporeon's the highest, and then Flareon and Jolteon below that. Those seem to be kind of the ones you want to focus your gyms on. I know there are a few others here and there, but those seem to be pretty common. And then the rest is like just grab some experience out of them. Oh, Gyarados, obviously, and then a few more. Executors actually like pretty high up there on the max CP from what I've seen. You can get all this info online, obviously, but just off the top of my head, that's sort of what I'm recalling. But the rest, just, don't worry about powering them up. Don't worry about using your Stardust. Just save your Stardust for like the high tier ones. That seems to be the way to go. I've actually got a bit of a dilemma on this one because I have not gotten a Golem yet. But I have a Graveler. It's 440, which is not very good. I've seen Golems on gyms before, so I know they can go fairly high, but I also want the experience, and so I think I'm just going to go for it. I know it's not going to be the best Golem. I know it's a lot of candy to use on something that's not great, but I just don't think it's going to be when I reach my ideal team, right? I just don't think that's going to be one of the ones that I'm using. Like, I want to get Charizard. There's a place near the tar pits nearby. You can grind Charmanders there and you can get to a Charizard. So I'm going to do that at some point. But anyway, what do we got here? New Pokemon, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And what CP? It's not going to be very high, I don't think. But 725, But I'm going to have gotten a lot of experience from that, which I think is worth it. So you know how I was saying Zubats are just literally everywhere here? I think I've evolved like 3 Zubats in the past, and I still have another 152 Zubat candies left. So I'm gonna evolve you and then literally throw you in the trash because I hate you. I mean, really, LA, can we throw some variety in with the Zubats? Do we have a bat infestation problem here, for real? In any case, I think that's my highest Golbat so far with the 857, so that's cool. I suppose. Anyway, I think that's actually all the evolutions I'm going to be able to do at the moment. I've got like 10 minutes left on the lucky egg. Let's see how we fared though. 23, almost 24,000 out of 25,000. So that's almost 20,000 experience in the single session of one lucky egg just by doing a bunch of evolves. And this was just because I accumulated stuff over time. So that's a pretty solid way to get some experience. Not going to do as much for you when you're like over the 100,000 experience per level stages, but when you're before that, like that can really give you some power levels. Oh, this is real good. I just stumbled upon a little bonus here that might set me up to level 20, which is a pretty big milestone, I think. I've got a Weedle here, and I haven't evolved one of those yet into a Kakuna, so this is going to give me 2,000, I think, which is going to set me over the edge, which is going to get me to level 20. I don't really care. You're going to evolve into the Beedrill, right? Yes, Beedrill, of course. But the great part about this is I don't really care. You're not going to be one of my gym killers, so you're just going to give me some experience. Don't worry, don't take that to heart. I still love you nonetheless. I love all my Pokemon, even the ones I send to the Professor's Slaughterhouse. Still love you. I just do it out of love and because I need candies and stuff. But, oh, this is good. This is some good times. We'll wait to see the CP because why not? But that, oh Blastoise, I need you so much. Yeah, 107 CP. I don't think it actually changes when they go into the cocoon. But that, I believe, has set your boy over the edge to level 20. What a milestone. Now it's 50,000 experience. Oh God. What is it? It's 25,000 additional experience every level. So it's like 50,000 to 21, 75,000 to 22, so on and so forth. Oh boy. You know what? At least we made it. It feels good to be in the 20s because I've been going around clicking on gyms and everyone in there is a 20, 22, 23, somewhere in the 20s, and I felt so inferior having a 1. Not that you should if you have a 1 in your name or even just a 1 number, a single digit, like you're cool, but I'm gonna stop. You're good no matter what level you are. Just be happy with you. Be you, and that's all that matters. Okay. And it was unnecessary. Now, I do have a few more I could even do evolves on right now, just a power level, but I have my reasons for staying away. 1, Charmander, because Charizard can be a gym killer, so I want to have an actual, like, solid, high up on the bar there Charmander before I do the evolve, right? I have the candy, but I want to get a super high one. And then I'll do the Charmander, because I want to take you to be a monstrous Charizard. So that's one reason for waiting there. Then, like, if I go over to, where are you at, Machoke? Where are you at, my boy? Right up here, or Machop. I have a Machoke, but I'm waiting until I get the 100 that we need to evolve that into a Machamp. Also, I think Machamps are good. So it might be worth waiting until I get a really solid Machop and then doing the full evolve. So that's another reason for staying away. But for the most part, on the little minor characters there, you know, we're grinding for that experience. Anyway, that brought our total to like 21,000 experience gained over the course of one lucky egg. And obviously, if I wasn't making the video, that would have gone way quicker. That would have been like 5-10 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. So, yeah, you know, with the right setup, you can do some power leveling. So, just thought I'd show you that. It's pretty fun stuff. And now I just have to go and catch a lot more stuff because I used up a lot of candies there. But anyway, save your Stardust for good stuff and power level the rest. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And this has been your friendly neighborhood Pokemon Go tips. I'll see you next time.